Hey, I'm Amelia Posada with Birch and Bone in Los Angeles, and I'm partnering with Modernica for the holidays. So today we're going to show you how to create a beautiful holiday centerpiece. So we have this beautiful white bowl that I love, and I feel like it's the perfect size for any centerpiece. So you're going to have your clippers, any kind of clippers will do. And I love to work with texture and multiple types of greens. So today we have some regular cedar. We're gonna start with a little bit of that. And it's okay to just kind of like break it apart. You don't have to, you know, when working with cedar, you don't have to clip with your clippers every single stem. It's okay to break some off of bigger stems like this, for example. You can just kind of snap things in half if you want, if they let you. So clip, clip, and you're gonna always start with greens. So we're gonna green up our foam. And we've already put floral foam in here. You wanna always let your floral foam soak for about 30 minutes, and then you just cut the foam to fit whatever vase you have. And you don't want things to be too uniform. So cut little pieces, keep some long. Right here we have some beautiful blue ice cedar, which is one of my favorites for the holidays. It kind of has like a blue hue to it, so it kind of breaks up the traditional greens that you see in centerpieces for the holidays. I also clipped some eucalyptus from my neighborhood. One of the many benefits of living in Southern California is that you can just go for a hike or go for a walk and clip beautiful things to use for around the house. So we're gonna add some of that in. Also, bay laurel. This is something that there's a ton of up in like Malibu and Topanga. So if you're in that area, look around and you'll find fresh bay laurel all over the place. And it smells intoxicating. So get our greens going, and you want to kind of consider that people are going to be seeing this from both sides of the table. So as you work, turn your vase around and see it from each perspective. So we're gonna get a general greening of this here, and then we can always add some in later towards the end. Awesome. Some of the other ingredients that I brought today are pine cones, which I wired all together and put on a stick. You can do that too, it's super easy. I brought some cotton, some beautiful winter peonies, some deep red, and also these gorgeous chocolate colored anthuriums, some calla lilies, we've got orchids, we've got dried sponge mushrooms that have been dyed. And these are things that things like this you can pick up at like a Michael's craft store, and you can even order them online. And also some beautiful pheasant feathers, which just add such a richness to any centerpiece. So some good things that we're playing with, and some beautiful cappuccino roses and fresh pistachios. And I've even spray painted a little bit of fern rose gold. So we'll be using some of that today too. So we've got a general greening here, and then this is just kind of creating a shape to start with. Next thing you're gonna wanna do is take your biggest flower, which is gonna be like the peony. And when you're arranging, you wanna always make sure if it's for a centerpiece, it's gonna be on a table. The rule of thumb is it shouldn't be higher than your fist like this, so people can be able to see over the centerpiece. So we'll keep that in mind. It's about like that. And you wanna always make sure to stick your flowers about about an inch to an inch and a half down into the foam so that they actually get water. Super important. Awesome. Let's see, we'll add, where's my, oh, here it is. Beautiful burgundy cymbidium orchid, which are very long lasting. I tend to love to use flowers that are a little bit more long lasting. Of course, the peony will probably be the first things to go, but this should last about a week. So again, just make sure that you're going to be able to have it look beautiful from all angles of the table. There we go. Awesome. And it's important to consider having some flowers go low and some kind of jetting out. I personally don't like perfect symmetry with design. So this right here is a burnt Banksia seed pod from South Africa, and we're gonna throw this in because it has an awesome texture. Cool. Love that texture. Next, what else should we do? Oh, some of these beautiful cappuccino roses. Pull one out. Just want to take the leaves off, and what I like to do with these roses is flex them open so it just looks fuller and you can really see the colors so much better. Don't be afraid to just kind of get your fingers in there and flex the petals open. You can also kind of blow on it too. That helps. Beautiful. Awesome. And go ahead and cut that at kind of a slight angle. We'll add a few more to that. And there's no rule to, you know, having odds or evens in an arrangement. It's really all up to you. There's really no wrong way when you have such beautiful flowers that you're working with. And I get all my flowers at the Los Angeles Flower Market. My favorite places to go are Mayesh and Holland. And a lot of the stuff I get is imported from all over the world. Beautiful. Next, I'm going to have some beautiful chocolate anthuriums. Pretty whimsical. And a little bit of cotton. See, you can just kind of break stuff up with your hands like this. Oh, that's a beautiful piece. Awesome. Let's see. What next? And be flexible. You don't have to have an exact plan, you know. Walk around your neighborhood, see what kind of cool things you have around your house that you can use in your arrangements, and then supplement with some beautiful imported flowers from the flower market. I do that all the time. Make friends with my neighbors that have cool stuff that I wish I could grow in my garden. You'd be surprised what's available. Awesome. So this is plumosa fern that I just spray painted rose gold for fun. Here's another deep red anthurium, which I think will be beautiful to kind of create a more elongated look. So it's kind of crawling. So as you build, rather than building high, you want to build wide. So it kind of creates a tablescape. Here's some beautiful dried sponge mushrooms. We'll pull down in close to the roses here to create a little contrast. These will look really good nestled up by the cotton too. And then I have some beautiful fresh pistachios. It's just stunning. These will look really beautiful with the cappuccino roses that we're using. Some calla lilies. See, I just don't love doing traditional really bright red and green arrangements for the holidays. I think it's fun to mix it up with burgundies and teals and beige. And then we've got little pine cone action. This will be beautiful. Oh yeah. Awesome. And I have a little bit of burgundy amaranthus. Just kind of take the petals off, clean up the stem a little like that, and tuck those in for a little bit of extra texture. Love these. Super beautiful. These come in a really beautiful golden color too that would also look great in this. And you can get those at the flower market. And a lot of these flowers you can pick up at your local farmers markets too. A little bit more fresh bay laurel. Just adds such a gorgeous fragrance. Let's see, ooh, a little bit of blackberries here. Awesome. This is very deep and very beautiful. And if you want, you can use some beautiful pheasant feathers. I love feathers for the holidays. And if you have a curling iron, you can just take a hot curling iron and lightly curl this, and it'll create a really beautiful curve to the feather. But today, we'll just use it like this. All right, that's it. Quick and easy.